The end of an era. The U.S. Saudi Petrodollar Pact has been a cornerstone of global finance for decades. Recently, though, whispers of its demise have grown louder. This development could signify a major shift in the world economy. For half a century, the petrodollar system has held the U.S. dollar in a position of unrivaled dominance. The end of this pact may herald significant changes not only for the U.S., but for the world at large. The petrodollar system is not just a financial arrangement. It is a symbol of the deep economic and geopolitical ties between the U.S. and Saudi Arabia. Its potential unraveling could disrupt these ties. The ramifications are extensive. From oil prices to global trade, the ripple effects could be vast and unpredictable. As we delve into the details, it is crucial to understand what the petrodollar system is. More importantly, we need to grasp its historical context. Only then can we appreciate the gravity of its possible end. The petrodollar system emerged in the 1970s. It was an agreement between the U.S. and Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia agreed to price its oil sales in U.S. dollars. In return, the U.S. provided military protection and economic support. This ensured a steady demand for the U.S. dollar globally. For Saudi Arabia, the agreement brought security and economic benefits. For the U.S., it solidified the dollar's position as the world's reserve currency. However, the dynamics of global energy markets are changing. The Petrodollar Pact was born out of necessity. In the 1970s, the world faced an oil crisis. Oil prices skyrocketed, leading to economic turmoil. The petrodollar system emerged as a stabilizing force. It helped manage the global demand for oil and the flow of money. It anchored the U.S. dollar as the global reserve currency. For Saudi Arabia, the pact provided financial and military support. This relationship shaped global economic policies for decades. The immediate impact of the pact's end would be felt in the currency markets. The demand for U.S. dollars could decrease sharply. Countries may no longer need to hold large reserves of dollars to buy oil. This could lead to a depreciation of the U.S. dollar's value. A weaker dollar could have several consequences. It could make U.S. exports cheaper and more competitive. However, it could also lead to higher inflation. Imported goods would become more expensive, squeezing consumers' purchasing power. Financial markets could also experience increased volatility. Investors may shift their assets away from the dollar. This could lead to fluctuations in stock and bond markets. The end of the petrodollar system could thus create an environment of economic uncertainty. The immediate impacts would not be limited to the U.S. alone. Global trade could be disrupted. Countries might have to renegotiate their trade and investment strategies. The end of the petrodollar system could thus trigger a chain of economic adjustments worldwide. In the long term, the end of the petrodollar system could alter the global financial landscape. The U.S. dollar's position as the world's reserve currency could be challenged. Other currencies, such as the euro or the Chinese yuan, might gain prominence. This shift could weaken the U.S.'s geopolitical influence. The dollar's dominance has been a key element of U.S. power. Losing this position could reduce the U.S.'s ability to influence global economic policies. It could also affect the country's borrowing capacity. The end of the petrodollar system could also lead to changes in global energy markets. Oil-producing countries might start pricing oil in other currencies. This could diversify the global energy economy, reducing the U.S.'s control over it. In a broader sense, the long-term consequences could redefine global financial systems. Countries might develop new financial alliances and trade agreements. The end of the petrodollar system could thus pave the way for a more multipolar world economy. This transformation would require the U.S. to adapt its economic and foreign policies. Looking ahead, several future scenarios could unfold. The U.S. might seek new alliances to bolster the dollar's position. It could negotiate similar agreements with other oil-producing nations. Alternatively, it might focus on strengthening its economic fundamentals. Diversifying energy sources could also be a strategic response. Investing in renewable energy could reduce reliance on oil imports. This could mitigate the impacts of the petrodollar system's end. It would also align with global trends towards sustainable energy. Geopolitically, the U.S. might need to adapt to a more multipolar world. Building stronger ties with emerging economies could be crucial. Engaging in multilateral institutions and agreements could help maintain influence. In conclusion, the potential end of the U.S. Saudi Petrodollar Pact marks a significant shift. It challenges long-standing economic and geopolitical norms. Future responses will define the U.S.'s role in the global economy. To stay informed on these developments, like and subscribe to Express Econ Geofinance Insights.